Hi, welcome back. This is Galloz. Let's learn the easiest way to make a freshener. The first ingredient here is Texapon gel. All right. I'm using 250 grams of Texapon gel for this production. Texapon gel helps to bind and blend the fragrance properly inside the solution. So it also helps to improve the texture and the stability of the air freshener. Now, the next one is our metal crystal. So let's call the Texapon gel phase 1, then the metal crystal boil phase 2. So you measure them separate. Now this is me measuring my ethanol. All right, I'm using 500 ml of ethanol for this production. Ethanol acts as a solvent in this production. So it helps to dissolve some ingredients properly, especially the metal crystal and fragrance. So that's why we are adding the ethanol inside our metal crystal so that it will dissolve it. You cannot use water to dissolve metal crystal, it will not dissolve. So the only thing that dissolve metal crystal is the ethanol or IPA. If you don't have ethanol, you can make use of IPA. Now, after we set it aside, now inside our Texapen bowl, we are adding our fragrance. Without Texapen gel, the fragrance may not mix properly with water and your product can separate easily. So when working with Texapen gel, always make sure you mix it properly to avoid lumps inside your production. That's why every production you're making, any type of production you're making, your mixing is very, very important in production. And that's what people overlook. All right. When you are doing production, no matter the type of production you're making, make sure you mix properly. All right. And that's what we are doing. I'm mixing the Texapon gel and our fragrance together, and you mix it properly. Then we use 300 ml of fragrance. Okay. Remember, fragrance is the main ingredient responsible for the scent of the air freshener. So the quality of your fragrance determines how attractive and long-lasting your product will be. So if you use low quality fragrance, your air freshener may not last long after spraying. So always invest in good fragrances. Okay, if you want your customers to enjoy and come back for more, do you understand? Invest in good fragrances. So you can please emphasis on combining these two very, very well. And again, another tip, anytime you're making fragrance, don't use aluminium, don't use stainless. You're meant to use rubber. Okay, so that there will not be any contamination. So rubber is the best bet when making air freshener. So we are combining phase A and B. That we are combining our Texapon gel mixed with fragrance and our ethanol mixture with the metal crystal. Do you understand? We are combining, we mix them separately. So we are combining the both together. So we are just pouring our ethanol mixture into the Texapon mixture. So after that, please you have to pour the mixture is now together. So add in your mixture into your 5 liter of water. All right, very clean water. If you have distilled water, perfect. But make sure your water is very clean. Emphasis on very clean water so that your mixture will not separate. All right. So we add in the mixture to together bit by bit. You don't rush it. So as you're adding, you're stirring. You're adding, you're stirring, so that the outcome will be superb. The reason why we are using metal crystal is because it gives that product that sharp, refreshing smell that makes a room feel cleaner and more comfortable. And metal crystal must be properly dissolved. Do you understand? So you must properly dissolve it. So this is also we've combined our our mixture together. We've added our preservative, which is I use sodium benzoate. Now we are adding our color. All right, color is optional. Some people prefer clear what is it called, clear air freshener, while some prefer pink ones. So it depends on you, it depends on your brand. So I decide to add color, and color should be little. Don't add too much color so that your production will not be too concentrated. So a small color is enough. Okay, just add it and stir. And remember the reason we add preservative, it will help protect the product from spoilage and contamination. It also helps to increase the shelf life of your air freshener so it can last longer during storage. So without preservative, bacteria or contamination may affect the product over time. This is why preservatives are very important, especially if you are producing for sale. Emphasis on clean water. Remember, water is the base of the air freshener, so the quality of the water matters a lot. Always use clean water to avoid bad odor, dirt or contamination inside your product. For real. Please, very clean water, right? Someone ordered this air freshener in Abia State. So I said, okay, let me quickly, make a video of it. It might help one or two people out there. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. By doing that, you're encouraging me to, you know, make videos like this, keep making videos like this that'll help someone out there. So please subscribe. It's very free. All right. You can actually give me a thumbs up in the comment section and I'll be glad that you did. Thank you so much. Now I want to show you. Okay, then to print this is not even that difficult. Just go to your Canva, search for labels. Now select any template at all that you want. Now decide what you want to write on your label. It have to be inspirational. It have to come from the mind. Do you understand? So when you finish, alternatively, you can actually, go to Canva, screenshot the particular lab that you want to use. Then after you do that, take it to ChatGPT, add in a prompt, to ChatGPT. He will finish the rest for you and just save and print. That's what I did. So I went to Canva, screenshotted this label, do some editing, then take to ChatGPT to finish the rest. So that's just it. It's as simple as that. Maybe I'll make a full video on how to use this printer, but it's not difficult. Okay. It's just how can you just make production and you don't package it? Packaging is very, very important. Packaging will take your business to the next level because as I'm labeling this air freshener, I don't know who will love it and sit. It will bring more customers. So that's why invest in your packaging is very nice. It will take you a long way. So this is our beautiful air freshener ready to be transported to Aba. Please, thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, share the videos to your friends or family that would love to, practice this. Bye.